again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to Panzer Corps 2, a game available now on Steam for pre-order, coming out on March 19th, 2020. You can go ahead and add it to your wish list and check more about it on their Steam store page. This game is a turn-based strategy game where we can invade Poland and France, and apparently the original game was quite popular, and I was interested in checking this one out. So if you like it, would like to see more World War II stuff on the channel, you know exactly what to do. Go ahead and launch a Blitzkrieg on that like button and surround Susie's forces in their high offices somewhere in California and let them stand down. Speaking of surrounding, by the way, there's also some unique scenario missions that allow us to do alternative history just for fun. Like, for example, Defender of the Reich, which is a fictional scenario. So it's kind of cool. They have historical ones or fictional ones where they give you just tons of technology and allow you to defend Berlin against endless waves of enemy assault. So it's a lot of fun. So not only can you do campaigns, but also individual scenarios. And we're going to kick off the war right then by invading Poland in 1939, which is the only thing available at the moment. But eventually, Barbarossa, North Africa, Kursk, Italy, and then the French campaign in the West will become available as well. So I've been on a kick of Hearts of Iron lately, and I enjoyed that game quite immensely. So it's nice to be able to do it in some sort of a tactical battle rather than grand strategy. So we'll go ahead and get started, I guess, at Colonel and see exactly what we can do. So let's go ahead and play and hop into it. We can invade northern or southern Poland, so south or north. I don't know what the differences are. Maybe the map is a little bit laid out differently, but it kind of makes for replayability, which is neat. That means that when we do Barbarossa, we'll probably be able to do army group north, center, and south, and then possibly different operations in France too, so that's kind of cool. I guess we'll start with the southern invasion, and we'll accept that, and we'll go on to load in, where we now need to introduce ourselves and pick some strengths and weaknesses, so that's kind of cool. I think for every strength that you pick, you have to pick a weakness, so you can basically have all of these on or all of these off. Alright, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Of course, I am Crazy Dinosaur Man. I guess Von Dino would be my commander name. Let's see. Oh, I have no idea. That guy looks fine. Let's go with, oh boy, let's see. So each one of these has a bonus, I see. Flexible Command, Deadly Grasp. Let's go with the Blitzkrieg. Something Blitzkrieg? Is there anything here for Blitzkrieg? Ah, Master of Blitzkrieg. That sounds good. And then let's say one of our bad stuffs is Trench Slog. And then let's give ourselves another bonus. How about Anti-Air Veteran? Let's go with that too. There might be enemy planes. Okay, let's accept this command and proceed on with our briefing. Guten Morgen, Herr General. Congratulations on your new promotion, but now is no time for flattery. I've been personally informed that the invasion of Poland, codenamed Fall West, is about to commence immediately. Alright, so there's our briefing then on what we need to do, our objectives in coming weeks. So our primary objective is to capture all hexes, which is anything with a Polish flag. At least these ones. Primary importance, so we have a few towns, and then also the bridge in the north, and it also probably would be a good idea to capture some of the airfields too, so any sort of supply depot or whatnot will cut off the Polish forces and make it a little easier for us. If you'd like to read that briefing, go right ahead, but I'm just going to go ahead and skip right through it and see if I can capture these objectives. Alright, let's end the briefing. So turn 1 is deployment, so I think what I can do is if I right-click on all these troops, I can deploy them the way I want, and then we can make some more purchases of troops that we want to have on the field. So if we go over here to the Purchase Units menu, we should... Yeah, Prestige. So the better we complete some of these missions, the more prestige that we'll get to spend in future missions. But since we're just kind of doing a tutorial, let's call out whatever. So let's call out a prototype Panzer III. We'll add that to the basket. And then let's go ahead and also call out maybe some 35Ts maybe. What's the difference here? One probably... Ah, yeah, a little bigger, a little bit more armor. So let's add one of those to the basket, one each. Let's also add a dive bomber. Let's see here. We got ourselves a Ju-87B Stuka. That'll be perfect. Yeah, you can't invade Poland without one of those. Don't leave home without it. Let's go ahead and also grab ourselves some more troops. I think we could do some regular grenadiers. No, some Vera infantry would be fine with me. Let's see. We've got about $940 spent, or prestige points spent. So I think we're pretty much out of what we can do. There also seems to be anti-aircraft guns as well. We already started with an aircraft, but I think these will be good because we need to use that Blitzkrieg, and of course that means tanks, tanks, tanks. Alright, let's make our purchases, and let's start deploying the troops. So we'll send the Grenadiers off to war in the west, or the east, and then we'll go north too, coming in from the west. There we are. Okay, we'll get some infantry squads here. Let's get 3 infantry to the south, 1 to the north. We're going to use our tanks in the north to see if we can swing around them, because there's a nice road that leads up here. And we can link up here at this random place, Radom, and then eventually meet at the final objective. So we should be able to do like a pincer move when we cut in. So let's continue with the tanks. We'll have most of our tanks go north. There we go. Let's actually have 3 tanks go north. Then we'll have this and our Panzer 1 go to the east. That's more of like a tankette. Armored car to the east as well. Stukas, I guess they need to go back to the airport to rearm, but they can be started in the air. So that's just fine, isn't it? Yep. And then our artillery piece, I think we'll send that north as soon as possible, which can be transported by a truck. Okay, let's go ahead and finish our deployment phase. And now turn 1 of 15. So now we can start attacking Polish positions. So down here it looks like there might be a small base of some sort. Looks like a green goo factory. I think they're making Nickelodeon gack here. Can't let that happen. Alright, well that's loud as craziness. Alright. Let's see here. Let's go on and continue to push in. I don't want to turn the sound down because I want to hear the engines. Alright, here we go. Oh, and they're fleeing from their position. Wonderful. So we can capture. And German troops are successful there. We'll pursue. Let's continue to push towards the bridge. I bet the Polish already have the bridge taken. They must be defending it, I get. Yep, there's an AT gun there, it looks like. So let's call them the Stuka. Perfect target for that. Stationary and lightly armed. Alright, let's see. Or armored, I guess. Really no armor against the Stuka. Alright, drop bombs. Very nice. They got him, boys. Good work. Alright, let's zip up there with the car. And our troops should be able to deploy in the next turn. Okay, let's send the Panzer III to the east as well. Good, and let's see if we can move any more vehicles eastward. Alright, that looks good for now. Let's start moving north. Looks like we've engaged some horses. Winged Hussars, maybe? Alright, there we are. Let's engage with a mass attack. Looks like it'll do more damage because we have 2 tanks here. Or maybe I can click the mass attack button, but it seemed to disappear whenever I tried it. And one more. Oh, they're actually fleeing. Good. We'll pursue. Excellent. Polish horseback forces eliminated. Let's go ahead and proceed towards the bridge. We'll set up artillery to maybe bombard this flag. I bet Polish reinforcements are on the way, so we'll deal with those. Nothing for the fighter yet. Actually, there is a target down here for the fighter. Alright, all but finishing off the Polish troops. And we have about half the map captured. Very good. Alright, Polish troops launching counterattacks with aircraft and armored cars. Alright, our planes are ready to do business again. Let's go ahead and get the tanks across the bridge. Anti-tank gun there. We can hit that with artillery. Let's move that a little closer. Alright. Let's see if we can get the tanks in there. Not a good idea to attack with tanks, but we definitely need to clear the area ASAP. Let's get this armored car out of the way. And the enemy aircraft, too. Good. Now we're getting more prestige, so I can call out some more aircraft, I think, if we need to, or some anti-aircraft guns to walk us in. So now that we have that, I think we should be able to add that. Oh, over strength. What does that mean? Oh, we can actually make it more powerful if we want to? Not sure. We also might be at our vehicle limit, too. Oh, yes, we are at our limit for that. Okay. That's just fine. Okay, let's eliminate these troops here. Get across that bridge. Beautiful. Have that Panzer III chase him down. And our first objective of capturing the bridge is complete. Keep having that gun flee. Alright, let's come up behind those troops. Ah, and a little encirclement there, knocking him out. Fantastic. Alright, pushing eastward. We'll engage the armored cars. Ah, wonderful. And the Polish forces retreating between a rock and a hard place now. Our troops should be able to encircle them here. And now we should have half the map, these 2 places here, captured. So 4 objectives then remaining. Okay, let's continue on then. See how they counterattack. So we can actually see like a strategic map from here. Or we can see a topographic map as well. I hope the developers balance those sounds, because otherwise you can't hear a damn thing. It's one of those games where it's 0 or 10,000. All right. Well, we're going to have a little bit of a pushback from the Polish here. There we go. Hit him with artillery again. And cross with infantry. Nice, and they're fleeing. Okay, they've been overrun there. Good. So now we can continue to capture objectives. Let's capture some more military depots or whatever these might be. And let's capture this tank too. Alright, they're still fleeing. Panzer III has been extremely damaged, so unfortunately we won't be able to use that anymore. But it was the spearhead that smashed right into the Polish defense at the bridge. So now we can walk right in. So let's eliminate that AT gun. Let's hit the aircraft and horses with our bombers. And fighters. There he is. Beautiful. Alright, let's push the German grenadiers into position. And open fire. Alright, horses are going to be encircled then. Oh, we have the high ground too. Take that, Anakin. Fantastic. Alright, we should be able to continue to push them back and sweep them under the rug here very soon. I want some forces to defend that. Ah, good. Armored car eliminated. Okay, should be another armored car to move. Well, we can move more space. And the horses eliminated as well. Good. Very good. One thing I need is some more fighters, but unfortunately, we're at our limit at the moment. So Polish forces will continue to harass us from the air, but if we push forward fast enough, we'll be able to capture that airfield here and there, and that'll stop them from doing that. So let's push really deep with the tanks now. Let's see how far we can go. So we only got infantry here. Let's move on the airfield and prevent them from doing that. Looks like an enemy tank has been spotted too. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and close in on this other airfield to the north. So this should be the end of the enemy attacking us with constant aircraft and whatnot. Hopefully. So let's get them encircled before we do an attack. Okay. See if we can actually shoot down some of these planes too. That might be a threat later. We have our Bf-109E. Pretty good at shooting down planes. The Germans are doing a fantastic job with their aircraft. Unfortunately, we can't dive bomb that. It's too far out of range. I wonder if we can move our aircraft up, though, when we get a chance. There's one target of opportunity then, that's infantry. Oh, look at that. The anti-aircraft gun actually supports them. That's kind of cool. Although they're really having a bad time of stopping our infantry and artillery. And aircraft, too. Okay, let's continue to push forward. So far, so good. I really like this. Failed to disrupt mobilization efforts. I guess because we're so close now that we might actually do damage to the airfield. Okay, the aircrafts are retreating. We need to do this by 15 turns. Now we're a little bit overstretched. We have 2 enemy tanks nearby. So let's get that damn airfield out of the way. Beautiful. And we'll stay right there, disrupting those planes. Now let's stop these tankettes. We certainly need another tank down here, don't we? Let's flank them from behind. Okay, the Polish are down to 3. Let's call in a dive bomber. I don't know if we can actually hit the range there. We do have the bomber. Oh, look at that. No Polish planes in the sky at all. I wonder, actually, can we fly to this airfield now? We cannot, so it's out of our operational range. I don't think I can... Let me click on that and see if I can make that our new airfield. Elite replace or replace. Give selected unit replacements 50% from... Okay, that's for reinforcements, I suppose, so that's not going to be too useful. Let's go back to the dive bomber and see if we can finish off the tankette. Still out of range. Okay, let's go for the airfield again then. Let's get our boys in position. So there'll be a lot more to learn for me about this game in terms of like how reinforcements and encirclements work. But I'm getting the hang of it so far. If you're a veteran of the previous game, assuming it's going to work the same. Other thing hauled ass out of there while it was still shooting. Enemy anti-aircraft gun eliminated. Small airfield captured. Let's go ahead and push up just a little bit. Enemy infantry spotted. Small town on the river, it looks like. And I can't engage them for whatever reason. I'm not so sure. Okay. Well, regardless, we got them pushed into the corner of the map. We have 36 out of 36 vehicles. If we lose some, we'll get reinforcements. So if they do destroy them, that's okay with us. Let's try to push into that town. 15. That's almost a... Okay, so they've eliminated some of our troops. Oh, this is good. Now we can call in more reinforcements. Let's call in another tank of some sort. We need... Do we have any sort of anti-tank? Can I get like any sort of early Stug or anything like that? Wow, look at that. Some of this stuff can be brought in via wagon. That's hilarious. Let's get ourselves another Panzer Elite ready to go. Can I like pimp it out anyway? Cost 6 if we do that. 3 right now, so that'll bring us up to our limit. So let's add that to the basket and make another purchase. And can I deploy it where we're close to? No, it has to come in from over back yonder. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and slow down with our attack for the moment. And we'll wait for reinforcements to come in. Is there any other moves I can make now? No. Okay, so now we just need to wait for the Polish tankettes to try to attack us. Looks like they're kind of stopping their attacks, it looks like. They're just holding still for whatever reason. Alright, let's push forward with the infantry. We'll get that tank up here, too. I think it'll be best in the east, so let's go ahead and just push across. And it looks like the aircraft... There must be a way to move aircraft forward, but unfortunately we're out of our range now, so that's fine. Let's see if we can get the artillery working. If I can move one space. Nope, just out of range of artillery too. So let's hit these guys head on. And actually, no. If I get more tanks up here, it'll make my attack more powerful, won't it? So if I prepare ahead of time, they can all support each other for a larger attack. I'm starting to learn that now. That's cool. So German forces might be able to cross the river, but that is an objective that we have to take, so I can't necessarily bypass it. Okay, looks like we're good there. Any other aircraft assistance? Can they reach anything? Looks like maybe here. Alright, let's get that guy with a quick plane. And unfortunately, the tactical bomber can't go any further, so we are out without air support. Excellent. One enemy tank destroyed. Good. This other one's going to be quite powerful. That 15 is going to be a lot to break through. Let's try to encircle this tank now. Yes, he's been outflanked now. Okay, still making progress. The Panzer III is broken through. Over to the enemy's turn again. Luckily, we still hold the airfield. I don't know if I want to move from here because I don't want them to send over reinforcements, but let's take a peek at what lies ahead. Ah, the enemy has sent their aircraft there, and it looks like they're not going to attack with them anymore. Hell of a lot of troops in those towns. The enemy has really locked those down. Any other moves we can make? Looks like I can move, but I can't attack. Okay, let's go ahead and switch turns again. Oh, they're back for bombing runs. Rightfully so. Polish reinforcements moving up and taking out that tank. That means we can call out another one. Actually, we can call out 2 more now. So let's call up some more reinforcements. So I guess the more enemy tanks we destroy, the more points we get to spend. We're out of the higher expensive tanks now, but let's go for these. Well, this will be 9, so we can only get 2, I think. So let's purchase those, and we'll have those spawn over here. There we go. And we'll be able to move those in the next turn. So let's get our other tank pushing forward. Soon we will smash through these defenses. This is a really nice intro to this. I'm really having a fun time. Enemy tank is bailing. So now we can encircle the town. I want to go for that artillery now. Alright, good. I think we can do more damage to that artillery than it can do to us. Don't know exactly what the best way to take this town will be. Okay, so I think we're just going to have to siege it with infantry and tanks with what we've got. Of course, the big success here will be the element of surprise. Let's see if our aircraft actually can get to some of these other smaller airfields. Maybe here? I've just noticed that. Is there a way I can assign him here now for this next turn? There must be some sort of way to do this. Let's see. Rebase aircraft. Here we go. That's what I'm looking to do. So can you be based here? Let's see. Move selected airfield or carrier. Rebase takes a whole turn. Won't be able to attack enemies. Oh, okay. So maybe I needed to... So let's try this then. If I rebase... Ah, there we go. So now our tactical bombers can move up. Oh, this is perfect. All right, let's start launching attacks over here. Okay, I figured it out now. Fantastic. Very good. So I flew our aircraft up here. Is there a way to undo? I guess not. So we'll have to do that in the next turn. Well, there you go. We're learning just like the Germans did with the attacks and stuff, learning what the best optimized way to attack a position was. And we see some enemy infantry in front of us, too. Let's get ready to cross. And I want to cover our boys with some artillery fire, so we should be able to fire on the bridge and also those troops, too. And then the fighter should be able to come up here next turn as well. And we'll move those tanks next turn, too. Okay, we're halfway through the turns that High Command has given us. Hell yeah, boys. Hopefully the Stuka there can call in some bombers. Oh, they don't want us getting across that river. Okay, we got to push through. Okay, we certainly don't have a lot of support up there, but we're going to need to bring it up. But the enemy's position in the south is faltering, so we can make the final battle be for the bridge, and we'll encircle them. Let's hit this town with a dive bomb. More mass attacks. And they're also out of that other tank, too. They won't be able to use that for a while. Okay, let's continue to push forward. More German reinforcements on the way. And now we have ourselves a fighter to support up here. So let's rebase him. So we can push our aircraft forward. That is really cool. And now we can cut off the enemy aircraft coming from all the way down there, too. So they shouldn't be a threat anymore. Good. Oh, I didn't want to move that either, but that's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and try to get some more infantry. So if we go to our buy menu, let's see here. So we have 140-point infantry. Boy, it's almost better to buy a tank. We can get a lot more from that. Let's see, each of these costs 2 tank points as well, so we better buy something that's close to 3. So we'll call out another Panzer 38T, I think, for that one. Alright, let's go ahead and add one of those and deploy over here. Looks like even though we've captured a lot of positions, we can't get reinforcements. They're all coming from the west. It makes sense. Okay. End our turn again, shall we? I think we're going to defend here along the river. So let's have our troops... this will be the last position we attack then. So let's hit them with artillery, too. Nice, a little bit of damage there. And we'll be able to attack these forces as they come across. So we'll defend this airfield, and then we'll make that our final position to attack. So let's spin up the guns again. So the Polish are sending all their air attacks from up there. Reverse Blitzkrieg from these guys. Oh, I also forget to attack with the armored car. I should have done that. But that's okay. It allows me to at least see what's up there. We're being destroyed. Alright, here we go. Time for the real battle to begin. Let's go ahead and attack this guy with our fighter. Beautiful. And we got the town encircled, so let's bomb them. Disappear. Okay, our troops should be able to break through there eventually. Keep sending up those tanks. Alright, let's keep pushing back their counterattack. Fall back to the airfield and block them. Oh yeah. Excellent. There we go. Turning back the tide. Alright, more reinforcements at the town. Can we launch any other attacks? Now let's go to the armor car. Alright, so far so good. I wonder... Oh, I can't... Unfortunately, I can't break through here in order to get to the airfield. They're lucky that they've got that. Okay, we can call in some more reinforcements again. That's what it's all about, is just trying to surround them and getting those reinforcements. Let's try to get some elite units this time. And let's call these guys in an Opel Blitz truck. So that'll be a little more expensive, but worth it. Oh, they can't move until the next turn, but this guy can. Okay, let's go ahead and end the turn again. So we can build up for one large last attack. There we go. Vehicles moving. Good. Looks like we're going to have to use all these turns to get through here. Oh, there's an enemy tankette there that we got to get. I was encircled there, but he got away from us. Polish are getting reinforced. I'll have to figure that out, but at least we're closing in on the objectives. Now it's become World War I all of a sudden. Okay, Polish are running away. Let's make sure we move our tanks and our infantry. Alright, good. Alright, finally. Enemy tank destroyed. Now, did we encounter this aircraft? We did, okay. Alright, so now we'll completely surround this town. My last objective is to come up at that bridge, I think. And I don't want to move anywhere. I want... those infantry won't leave the town, it seems. They're too smart. There we go. We need infantry to take this town. That's our biggest problem now. But they're a little too far away. And we'll wait until we get some more prestige points. Coming in on our final turns here. More attacks across the river. Okay, let's surround the town and finish this. Okay, let's shoot down the aircraft. Alright, well, they're completely cut off, so if there's any supply system in this, they're completely cut off now. Let's try again with artillery. Okay, the Polish can't take it anymore. Good. Alright, we're going to push through there. Well, I think we're going to run out of turns. I hope we don't. Let's push up the infantry. Let's get another group of infantry. Let's go for another truck. Just costs 40 extra. So we should be able to get 2 of these. Actually, can we overstrength these guys? Ooh. Can we make a mega elite? Oh, we might be able to do that. Make it 20. Yeah, there we go. We'll make it a lot more stronger. We don't have the 6 points, though, so we'll have to do the 5. So let's purchase that as a more elite group. And we'll have to turn them up, make them come in on the next turn, as long as they don't get bombed. Well, learning is half the battle, I suppose. And with things that I know, I've been able to capture this city a little faster. At least we have the airfields now, so that's really cool. And they're trying to stop our infantry from crossing. They don't want it, but they're going to get it. All right, let's finish off this artillery piece up here. Oh, nice. A little bit more, and it's toast. Polish are out of their planes, too. Except for up here. We'll sneak up behind. Very nice. Now let's move up and hit the artillery. Into the face of the infantry there. Cool. And let's hit the town one more again. Now they're completely surrounded. I don't know if there's a way out of this for them now. Yep, looks like they're going to be eliminated in the next turn. So we'll get the infantry up here. And every time we lose a tank now, we'll replace it with infantry. Very important for a mix, I suppose. And we'll just make these guys over strength. And that's a really good move to make them over strength, because our divisions now, or our troops or what have you, have to go a pretty long distance to get to the battle. So rather than calling in reinforcements, luckily we called in tanks at the right time to deal with all the little tankettes in the south. Now we just need infantry to break through the rest of these towns. So let's continue. Artillery blocking them at the thing and then bailing. All right, 2 more turns. I don't think I'll be able to do this, probably just, you know, due to beginner's newbiness, but the opportunity to learn here and to actually cause some damage is quite immense, I think. Let's go ahead and see if we can bomb the rest of these guys out of here. Make it as easy as possible. Maybe we can have the infantry capture it, and then the tanks can go elsewhere. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so those guys have fallen. Let's surround the next town. Eliminate the artillery. Ooh, the Polish were able to stand against me quite effectively with all their extra manpower and stuff here, and that I needed more infantry to take towns. But let's continue on. Okay. Let's see. So now we have some more infantry coming up. So we'll have both of these infantry to come through. Okay, wow, the Polish, yeah, they're entrenched, so they'll have a lot more better luck here. All right, I think we have 2 more turns. I don't think that... Whoa, flamethrowers, what the hell? Okay, artillery piece gone there. All right, our last turn. Well, I'll probably be whooped on this one, but I am so willing and ready to come back and do more. I really want to see how this might turn out with other attacks. All right, let's drop some dive bombers over here. Damn, those guys are crazy entrenched. Look at that. They have a bridge. We've got aircraft, infantry, and tanks behind them. They're encircled, but damn, that's going to take some extra time. Oh, apparently they... Whoa! All right, those guys are super powerful. Damn, how did the Germans win? Flamethrowers again? Nope. All right, let's call up a aircraft. Oh, looks like we can't do a run on that one. Oh, good. Let's see if we can... it's a little too late for us to call in anything else. I could have switched maybe to tactical bomber. There's a million things I coulda, shoulda, woulda, but I don't necessarily care too much about that at this point, rather than by just doing. All right, boys, you might want to get out of the fire. It's on fire. Luckily, the Polish haven't retaken any positions, although they've been trying to. All right, this is our last chance to break through. Okay, looks like we need a lot more in terms of bombers or maybe our own engineers. That would have been cool. Positions. All right, I think that's it for our turns. Let's try to buy anything else we might be able to. I wonder if it's also multiplayer. I'd love to give this a try for multiplayer. Let's overstrength. I think we can get 2 then that way? No. We can do 1 overstrength and then the second one at 5, I believe, right? If I add that to basket. There we go. And then we'll deploy these guys here. Even if I didn't move the other guys, it's still at the end of the turn. Let's see what happens. Wow, that flamethrower. Aw, defeat. Because of imaginary turns. Oh well. All good, everybody. Let's go back to the main menu then. Alright guys, I want to give Panzer Corps 2 another try and become better with some offline practice, come back and maybe do the attack from the north, do the attack from the south again. And I was playing just on normal difficulty, so if you're looking for a real challenge here, that's definitely going to be the one for you. We were playing on Colonel, which was the base game. I guess if you step it down, you get better prestige and base accuracy. And then if you step it up, then negative prestige and plus 20 to the base accuracy of the enemy. Lots to do here. I really want to become good at this game and learn a little bit more. And I think after that first playthrough, I bet I could come back and do it again with ease. So if you guys want to see more, make sure you click, smash, blow up, destroy that like button. But I'm not here to be macho. I'm here to show you Panzer Corps 2 coming out on March 19th for the PC. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'd like to come back and do some more on this one. This seems a lot of fun without being too cumbersome like some tactical games can be. So I'll see you all next time. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone.